In the dead of winter, during the darkest days of World War II, a high-ranking American general is shot down over Germany. He's captured and taken to the most impenetrable fortress in the enemy's arsenal, the Schloss Adler, the Castle of the Eagles, perched atop a treacherous mountain in the Bavarian Alps. Access is by cable car only. This general holds the complete plans for the upcoming D-Day invasion. If he talks, the entire Allied war effort could collapse. So, a desperate top-secret mission is launched. A small, elite team of British commandos, led by the stoic Major John Smith, is tasked with the impossible: infiltrate the castle, rescue the general, and get out alive. But there's a catch. Accompanying them is an American Army Ranger, Lieutenant Morris Schaefer. He's an outsider, and his presence immediately creates tension. Why is he here? No one seems to know, and Smith is unusually tight-lipped. The team parachutes into the freezing wilderness, but the mission goes wrong from the very start. 2 of their men are found dead, their necks broken. Was it an accident, or is there a traitor in their midst? Smith's grim expression tells Schaefer everything he needs to know. They can't trust anyone, not even each other. Their local contacts are 2 beautiful women, Mary and Heidi, who are undercover Allied agents. They provide the team with equipment and a way into the village at the base of the mountain. But even with their help, the danger is constant. Gestapo patrols are everywhere, and every shadow could hide an enemy. The plan is audacious. While some of the team create a diversion, Smith, Schaefer, and Mary will attempt to ascend to the castle using the cable car system. This leads to one of cinema's most legendary action sequences. Smith has to climb onto the roof of one cable car as it moves over a dizzying gorge, fight off a guard, and leap onto the other car passing in the opposite direction. It's a heart-stopping display of courage and skill that sets the tone for the chaos to come. Once inside the fortress, they find it's a labyrinth of corridors, guards, and high-ranking German officers. Smith's plan appears to be falling apart. The remaining members of his commando team are captured almost immediately. It seems like the mission is a total failure. They're brought before the German colonel and the Gestapo major, and then the first of many shocking twists is revealed. Major Smith salutes the German officers and announces his true identity, Major Johann Schmidt of the SS Intelligence Service. He declares that the captured commandos are actually British double agents, and he has brought them here to expose a ring of traitors within the German High Command. Schaefer, held at gunpoint, is utterly bewildered. Has he been led into a trap by a man he was supposed to trust? Is Smith a traitor? But this is all part of a brilliant, multi-layered deception. Smith's real objective was never just to rescue the American general. In fact, the general is an imposter, an American actor named Cartwright Jones, who was deliberately sent to be captured. The real purpose of the mission, known only to Smith and his superiors back in London, is to uncover the identities of German spies who have infiltrated the highest levels of British intelligence. The Germans have been compiling a list of all their agents in Britain. Smith's defection is a ruse to get the Germans to reveal that list in front of their top commanders. He forces the captured British commandos, who are indeed the real traitors, to write down the names of their German contacts. He plays the part of a loyal SS officer so convincingly that he fools everyone. Just when the German colonel is about to fall for the trick, the Gestapo major grows suspicious. He pulls a gun on Smith, demanding to know his real identity. At this critical moment, Lieutenant Schaefer, who has been quietly setting up diversions, springs into action. He unleashes a hail of machine gun fire, creating chaos and allowing Smith and Mary to turn the tables. Now the true nature of the mission is revealed. It's not a rescue, it's an extermination. The team's job is to eliminate the traitors on both sides and escape with the list of German agents. What follows is an explosive, non-stop battle for survival. Smith and Schaefer, now a perfectly synchronized 2-man army, fight their way through the castle. They set explosive charges throughout the fortress, determined to leave nothing but rubble behind. They use everything at their disposal: machine guns, grenades, and sheer nerve to blast their way out. The body count climbs as they cut a swath through the German garrison. They rescue the fake general, and with their mission objectives complete, they must now make their escape. Their only way out is the way they came in: the cable car. They fight their way back to the cable car station, with the entire fortress now alerted and swarming with soldiers. As they make a desperate leap onto the roof of a departing car, the German commander and his men are in hot pursuit in another. This sets up another incredible action sequence high above the gorge, a deadly fight between moving cable cars. Smith and Schaefer managed to fend off their attackers and jump to safety in the snow below, just as the explosive charges they planted earlier detonate. The magnificent Schloss Adler erupts in a series of massive fireballs, collapsing into a ruin of fire and stone. But they're not safe yet. They have to rendezvous with a bus, driven by their agent Heidi, for the final leg of their escape to an airfield. The journey is a frantic chase, with German troops closing in from all sides. They use the bus to ram through roadblocks and fight off motorcycle patrols in a desperate race against time. They finally reach the airfield and board a transport plane, thinking their ordeal is over. But there's one final shocking twist to come. Aboard the plane, Smith confronts Colonel Turner, the British officer who planned the entire mission. Smith reveals that he deduced the identity of the top German spy in Britain, the very person they were sent to expose. It's not someone on the list. It's Colonel Turner himself. Turner had set up the mission, sending Smith's team to their deaths to protect his own identity. Cornered and exposed, Turner tries to shoot Smith, but his gun is empty. Smith had already unloaded it. With nowhere left to run, Turner is given a choice: face a court-martial and execution, or jump from the plane without a parachute. He chooses to jump. As the plane flies home, the mission is finally, truly over. Smith and Schaefer, two men from different nations who started as strangers, have forged a bond of trust and respect in the crucible of battle. They then not only survived an impossible mission, but have also dealt a crippling blow to the enemy's SS intelligence network. The secret of D-Day is safe, and the heroes, against all odds, are heading home.